Welcome back to Speak English Daily. Today we're tackling a concept that's buzzing through online forums, whispered among friends, and increasingly felt in our own minds. It's a colloquial term, not a medical diagnosis, but one that perfectly captures a growing unease about our cognitive state. Today we're talking about brain rot. You know that feeling, right? Like your brain's just mush, like you're constantly scrolling, hopping from one thing to the next, and nothing really sticks. You open a book, and 5 minutes later, you're checking your phone. You try to focus on work, and your mind drifts a million miles an hour. It's not just you. This isn't just a quirky new internet slang term, even though we call it brain rot. It's a very real, very unsettling experience many of us are having. The sense that our minds are just losing their edge, getting duller, less capable of deep thought or sustained attention. And honestly, it's pretty alarming. So what exactly is this brain rot? It's not a medical diagnosis you'll find in a textbook, but one that perfectly captures a set of cognitive symptoms. Think about it. A shrinking attention span. You can binge short videos for hours, but a 20-minute podcast feels like an eternity. A constant mental fog where information washes over you without really sinking in. You're consuming more data than ever, but understanding less. Then there's the heavy reliance on external memory. Your phone knows everything, so why should your brain bother? That makes our own recall muscles weaker. And a decrease in critical thinking. We're great at skimming headlines, terrible at analyzing the nuances behind them. We become less intellectually sharp, less able to form well-reasoned opinions. It's not just about thinking either. There is an emotional toll. This constant overstimulation, the fleeting highs and lows of online validation, the outrage cycles, it leaves our emotional regulation systems exhausted. We might find ourselves quicker to anger, more easily overwhelmed by minor stressors, or just unable to sit with uncomfortable feelings without immediately needing a distraction. Our emotional container feels smaller, more fragile. And a big one for me, reduced creativity and imagination. When our minds are constantly being fed pre-packaged content, there's less room for original thought, for daydreaming, for those quiet moments where brilliant ideas often spark. We lose the art of being bored, and with that fertile ground for true creativity. If any of this sounds familiar, you're definitely not alone. It's a widespread feeling, and it's a direct result of how we're living right now. So why is this happening? What are the culprits behind this modern mental malaise? At the top of the list, no surprise here, is digital overload and social media. Our phones are basically dopamine slot machines, engineered to give us constant hits of novelty and instant gratification. Every notification, every new post, every like is a tiny dopamine rush, wiring our brains to crave that constant checking and refreshing. This nonstop snacking on information trains our brains to be impatient, to expect immediate rewards, making anything that requires sustained focus feel incredibly tedious. Our brains literally get accustomed to switching contexts every 15 to 60 seconds. Try sitting down with a book for an hour after that kind of conditioning. It's hard. Our brains become less patient for anything that doesn't deliver a quick hit. And let's be specific. Short-form video content like TikToks and Reels, these aren't just entertaining. They're powerful attention reprogrammers. They're designed for rapid consumption, a constant stream of stimulation, hijacking our reward pathways. Our brains literally get accustomed to switching contexts every 15 to 60 seconds. Try sitting down with a book for an hour after that kind of conditioning. It's hard. Our brains become less patient for anything that doesn't deliver a quick hit. And then there's the multitasking myth. We all believe we're great at it, but neuroscience proves otherwise. What we call multitasking is just rapid task switching. Every time you bounce from an email to a report to a quick scroll on Instagram, your brain pays a switching cost. This constant mental reorientation is draining, leads to more errors, less efficiency, and just plain mental fatigue. Our brains simply aren't built for this constant fragmentation. And it's not just our devices. It's the sheer information glut surrounding us. 24/7 news cycles, instant amplification of every event, content generated at an exponential rate. Our brains are processing more data than ever, but often without any time for deep understanding. It's just too much coming in, leading to a state of chronic mental overwhelm. We're excellent at skimming, terrible at truly comprehending. This also leads to a significant lack of deep work and focused attention. Distractions are everywhere, and truly concentrated work is constantly interrupted. Our patience for complex tasks erodes, and we instinctively reach for quick fixes or instant entertainment whenever a challenge arises. We're losing the appreciation for the slow, rewarding burn of sustained intellectual effort. And it's also critical to remember our physical health. Sedentary lifestyles, poor sleep, and nutrient-deficient diets directly impact our brain health. Our brains need good sleep to clean house and consolidate memories. They need proper fuel to function, and physical activity is vital for blood flow, new brain cell growth, and emotional regulation. When we neglect these basics, our brains become vulnerable to this rot. And finally, the relentless pursuit of instant gratification. We expect instant answers, instant entertainment, instant feedback. This constant demand for quick rewards weakens the prefrontal cortex, which is the part of our brain responsible for planning, decision-making, and impulse control. When our brains are always getting immediate fixes, they become less skilled at tolerating discomfort or working towards long-term goals. That's essential for learning and growth. And don't forget the constant noise pollution, both actual sound and the endless digital chatter, which adds another layer of mental burden. Now, this all sounds pretty grim, right? Like we're doomed. But here's the good news, the really important part. The human brain is amazingly adaptable. This phenomenon we're calling brain rot is based on neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to literally rewire itself based on what we do. Just as it's adapted to constant distraction, it can absolutely adapt to focused attention, deep learning, and healthy habits. You absolutely can reclaim control and sharpen your mind again. It takes effort, sure, and consistency, but the payoffs are huge. So, how do we begin this recovery? First, digital detox and mindful tech use. This is probably the most powerful thing you can do. It's not about ditching your phone forever, but about building a conscious, healthy relationship with it. Set firm screen time limits for social media and other non-essential apps. Use app blockers if you need to. Create no phone zones in your home, like the bedroom or dining table. Turn off all non-essential notifications. Most apps don't need to alert you constantly. You decide when information reaches you. And try designated deep work periods. Set aside an hour or two where your phone is on silent, out of sight, and you focus on just one thing. Even better, try a digital Sabbath. A few hours, a day, or even a weekend completely unplugged. Use that time to reconnect with the real world, nature, people. And next, cultivate deep focus. This is like training a muscle. Practice single tasking. Resist the urge to do 5 things at once. Give one task your full, undivided attention, whether it's doing the dishes, writing an email, or talking to someone. Be fully present. Start reading long-form content every day. Real books, long articles. This rebuilds your brain's capacity for sustained attention. Begin with just 15 to 20 minutes a day and build up. And mindfulness and meditation are fantastic attention trainers. Even 5 to 10 minutes of focused breathing can significantly improve your ability to concentrate. There are tons of free apps to guide you. Then nourish your brain. It's an organ and it needs proper fuel. Prioritize sleep. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep every night. Consistent sleep, a dark, cool room, no screens before bed. Sleep is when your brain cleans house and organizes memories. Eat a whole food diet, not processed junk. Think fatty fish, berries, leafy greens, nuts. Cut down on sugar, which can cause inflammation and brain fog. And regular exercise. Physical activity boosts blood flow to the brain, helps grow new brain cells, reduces stress, improves mood. Even a daily brisk walk can make a huge difference. And engage in healthy novelty and learning. While digital novelty can be damaging, healthy novelty keeps your brain agile. Learn a new skill, a language, an instrument, a craft. The act of learning actively builds new neural pathways. Solve puzzles and brain games. Jigsaw puzzles, crosswords, Sudoku, chess, anything that challenges your cognitive abilities. Get creative. Draw, paint, write, make music. These pursuits activate different parts of your brain and foster mental flexibility. And a big one for me, practice discomfort and delayed gratification. In a world of instant fixes, choosing discomfort strengthens your prefrontal cortex. Embrace boredom. Instead of reaching for your phone the second you have a free moment, just sit with it. Let your mind wander. That's often where true creativity sparks. Consciously delayed rewards. Tell yourself you can watch that show after you finish a specific task or after you've read for 30 minutes. This builds impulse control. Even small things like taking a cold shower can train your brain to tolerate and adapt to discomfort. That's essential for learning and growth. And don't forget the constant noise pollution, both actual sound and the endless digital chatter, which adds another layer of mental burden. Now, this